All right, let's get started. Today, Mikey, our families and I are going to have a building battle. We are going to build 100 secret bases.
Yes, that's exactly what JJ says. We are going to have to build 100 different bases. Each of us will have to build a base and then a few more for ourselves so that there are exactly 100.
This battle is going to be really long and we need to come up with a lot of options. So Mikey and our families, we can begin.
We are more than ready to actually start building our bases. This is going to be a really fun challenge.
I hope everyone can have fun and build their bases. This is going to be really fun in my opinion. Okay, since everyone is ready, then we should already run away and find places for our incredibly cool base so that we definitely don't waste so much time. I already have some kind of plan, friends, on what we are going to do to win, because Mikey and his family don't even know that my family can win. Everyone is starting to run in different directions, and that means the battle is starting. We have to hurry and start building our first secret bases. There will be a lot of them, and you will see your secret base from each family. It will be a really interesting experience. It will be really easy for me, because I want to build myself a secret base in a mine. That's why we will have to go there. It will be a really long battle. That's why we need to start building everything as quickly as possible, because each of us must have time to show off our secret base. Now I need to run to the mine where I plan to make my secret base, because its location is really interesting. It is unlikely to be found. Moreover, there are a lot of places where you can put a secret door, because that is exactly what I will be doing now. Yes, friends, this is exactly where I will put a secret door in the form of a stone. No one will be able to guess that it is here. For this, I will need a special workbench. Thanks to it, I can really do whatever I want, and it will be really cool. We will really be able to build any door of any block and thus hide the entrance. That is why I like that we decided to build several secret bases. We will all compete against each other, and therefore you friends will have to determine who will win this battle. It will not be so easy, because each of us has a lot of ideas on how to hide our base. That is why, only in this way can we really win this battle. When each of us turns on our real mind, then the battle will begin, because to hide a secret base, you need a lot of effort and time. We put the door. Now we need to make the secret base a little wider. Put all the necessary things and furniture and I will have a secret base. But this is one of many bases. We should have 100 of them in total. This is a really big number. I don't even know how we are supposed to manage it, but I definitely won't give up. I will do my best to defeat everyone who is against me. The Mikey family will definitely not win against us. That's why we will do everything we can to win this battle. If necessary, we will cheat. I really want to show that my family is the best builders and we can really adapt to any battle. Once I finish with my base, you will watch everyone else and how they will build their secret bases. Then you need to choose the family who built the best bases and hand them the victory, friends. This is really very important to us. Great, I did it.
Great, friends! The test has finally begun, and we must hurry and make our first secret base. I really have a very cool idea. Make a secret base inside the well, build a floor out of secret blocks. JJ would definitely not think of swimming that deep and trying to find a room there. That's why it will be really interesting, and we will have to solve everything as quickly as possible. Each of us will do everything interestingly, and we must be different from each other. My ideas are really interesting, and JJ will not be able to cope with me. I am more than sure that his ideas are boring and monotonous. If I understand how he does them, finding the rest will not be difficult. I promise you this. While I am building here, I really understand that we still have to work faster, because we need to build a lot of secret bases and do it all today. If someone doesn't make it in time, then they will also lose, and this really upsets me. We decided to set very strict rules. We need to continue expanding this secret base to fit many more items in here. We can definitely defeat the JJ family in this battle. Let's continue building our secret bases. I really like the idea of making such a secret base in a well, because JJ wouldn't even think of going there. That's why I've already taken one spot for myself. But that definitely won't be enough. My family needs to show itself and try to build something cool. Once we solve all the problems, we'll have to win this battle and finish building interesting secret bases. I really hope they won't let us down and we'll be able to take this victory right from under their noses. After all, we need to earn our diamonds from this victory. Now I need to put at least something here to show you what my base will look like. I think it's just incredibly cool, and there won't be any problems. No one will be able to find my secret base. That's why I completely completed my part of the challenge. I can be proud that I came up with something cool. But now I need to worry about my wife and of course baby Mikey, because they may not be prepared to have to fight. But I am more than sure that we can solve all the problems here and now. This is really very cool. And not only we should show that we can build secret bases, but also JJ. Okay, we finally finished building the base, and now we can move on. Now our families enter the battle and will build their own bases. Let's see how they will build their own bases.
So friends, hello everyone. I am JJ's wife, and our families will build our own secret bases. We will need a lot of ideas that will be really interesting. That's why we need to come up with my first base. Of course, I already have an idea. It will be a secret base inside a tree. I like that it will be very difficult to find. For this, I will need special blocks that will resemble a tree. They are hung on top of the tree and the base breaks. It really looks very secret, and Mikey and his family will definitely never be able to find them so easily. That's why I really came up with something very cool. I need to make another door, then a descent down and a ladder. Then my first secret base will be built and no one will be able to find it. I can make everything I can on this workbench, but for someone else, it's an interesting door. That's why my base will definitely never catch Mikey's eye. I really hope that JJ can handle everything, and baby JJ too. This is a family competition, and we must not lose. I want to do my best to win this battle and prove that no one can be better than us. The entrance to my secret base is hidden and ready, so now we need to calculate the space inside here. Yes, in addition to construction, we will also look for Mikey's secret bases, and he will look for mine. This way, we will really decide who is the better builder. We can really make a secret base under this tree in the cave. I don't think I'll do much here, because there's not much interesting stuff here. The further we go, the more interesting bases there will be, because we have so many ideas, and we need to make 100 different bases. The most important thing is for baby JJ to come up with a good and interesting base, because I'm most worried about him. That's why I don't want to fall behind Mikey and his family. He definitely has a lot of ideas, and he really wants to implement them in a cool way. That's why my first base will be simple this time. It will only have the bare essentials, but if I need to hide from them, this is just the perfect place for it. He'll definitely never be able to find me here. As soon as I'm done with this secret base, our family will immediately move on to the next one. But you'll have to see how Mikey and his family build and what ideas they have. You can't underestimate Mikey and his family. He's my main rival in all the challenges. They'll definitely want to take the victory for themselves. At least one for sure. And that's important to remember. You can't give in to him or think that we've already won. He can always prove that I'm much weaker than him. So you have to be careful. Great, friends! My secret base inside the tree and underground is ready. There aren't many things here, but I did it. I like how it all turned out, and I hope that we can continue to build something incredibly cool. We'll have to defeat Mikey and his family. Great, friends! We're continuing our building battle. I'm Mikey's wife, and I definitely want to help us win. That's why I came up with a really interesting secret base. I just need to implement it correctly. This time, we'll make an interesting mechanism. The main thing is that it works correctly and nothing breaks here. But the idea is simply brilliant. It will be a secret base with a secret passage, which will only work when the furnace melts something. It's very simple. We lead redstone from the furnace to the iron door, and then if something melts, the door will open. No one will be able to find such a secret base. This is a really interesting plan, and that's why I'm more than sure that we can defeat JJ and his family. They won't be able to find half of our secret bases. I thought that it would be very difficult to implement this, but I was still wrong. This is much more interesting and easier than everything else. That's why we just need to do it here and now. After that, that, I'll build another secret base and we can finish showing you everything. There really will be a lot of them, and it's impossible to tell or show them all. We'll just make them. Our children will still need to build a secret base for each, but I don't think it will take very long. They may have interesting ideas too. In any case, there will be one winner and one loser. This is a really interesting experience, and I'm more than sure that we were able to prove everything to everyone. Phew, we were almost able to finish with this secret door. We can really go inside and build a secret base there. Everything works exactly as I wanted. That's why this will be the best secret base, because the mechanism is very difficult to understand and find. You can even hide diamonds here and hide yourself. No one from the JJ family will definitely be able to find it. This will really be the easiest victory for us. Now that we've done it, it's time to build secret bases for baby JJ and Mikey. They should show us a really good level, I think. They will decide who will win this battle. It will be really, really interesting, friends.
Let's watch this.
Yoo-hoo, friends, it really happened. Now it's my turn to show the secret base. I really have a very cool idea. My house will be inside the tree, inside the foliage. The foliage will always interfere with the view, and no one will even think that in such a large tree and its deep foliage, there will be a secret base. Moreover, from inside, I will be able to see everything that will be outside. It will really be like an observation tower, only I will be using it. Mikey's family will definitely not guess that my secret base will be inside the tree, but this is the simplest thing I could come up with so far. We should take advantage of it. Of course, we need to build a lot of bases, and this is more of a training one, to understand our strengths and do as much as possible. After all, whoever builds 100 different secret bases faster can also get additional marks. I think that he will win in general. Therefore, we need to hurry and do everything as quickly and correctly as possible. It seems to me that each of us will try to become better. That's why I have no right to lose to baby Mikey so easily. I need to give it my all and show him my best. My next ideas will be much better, and it will be difficult to notice them. I hope that you will support me and cast your vote in my support. Because baby Mikey doesn't have to win this time like he always does. I prepared well and thought of a lot, so everything has to be perfect. I hope baby Mikey won't find my new base too quickly, because I don't really want him to reveal everything right away, much less destroy it. But anyway, this is a simple base for now. Later, I'll show you much more interesting ideas that you should like. But anyway, this is a simple base for now. Later, I'll show you much more interesting ideas that you should like. My base inside the tree looks really interesting. Then I need to think about the entrance, but it should still work, and he definitely won't be able to find it. But as you understand, none of us wants to give in, much less lose. That's why the battle will be really difficult for us. Only one family can win. The one who wins will take the chest with diamonds and cookies. This is really what we need now. The sooner we do all this, the better it will be. I want to see this through to the very end and, of course, win this battle. This is much more important. This is really very important, and I hope there will be no problems. We will have to prove and show everything we are capable of. The faster we do all this, the better it will be. I really want to finish this challenge as quickly as possible and just go watch cartoons and eat cookies. I really like my base inside the tree. It will be really hard to find because there are already so many trees around. It really gives strong camouflage. The faster we do all this, the better. I want to see it through to the very end and finish it. But there will also be a base from baby Mikey. We will really need to try to find his secret base later, but I don't think there will be anything very interesting there. My secret base in the tree has everything we need. That's why I can confidently say that it's ready and can be used. Few people will be able to find out that my secret base is there. Phew, we actually managed to pull it off and actually solve all the problems. It was much more difficult than I thought. But I am more than confident that we will be able to win and prove that we are much stronger than everyone else. It will be a really interesting experience.
Great, guys! I'm baby Mikey, and I'll show you my idea for a base. I think it's just brilliant, and no one will be able to figure it out. It's really very simple. After After all, we just have to dig a small cave and make our secret base out of it. It doesn't look very secret, but everything will be when we finish building a real secret room. Let's go! I'll show you. Of course it's a trap, because my main secret base will be behind the door. When the door opens and baby JJ enters it, he won't see the secret room, and when he comes out, he won't notice it either. That's why it will be a secret base, because only I will suspect such a mechanism and know about it. I will always open this door from the inside, because it is a good block. I can even hide a lot of diamonds here without being afraid, because I am more than sure that baby JJ will not guess about this. I really have a lot of interesting ideas, and it seems to me that I need to decide to build them all as quickly as possible and defeat baby JJ. I do not want to drag this out for too long. I need to defeat him here and now. The faster we do all this, the better, because the next spaces will also be very interesting, and JJ's family will definitely not be able to find them all. I'm just worried that if he manages to win, he will remember this to me for the rest of his life. So I need to give it my all to prove the opposite and teach him. Do you see how it works? There is even a secret picture through which you can get into the room. It was just a brilliant decision to do so. That's why, friends, we will say goodbye to you already. See you very soon. Bye, everyone.